Oh, hey YouTube. Well, I just wanted to go over some of the things I'll be doing with my new project, Project Scooter. I'm doing this for my fiance, so that she has a good vehicle to get around while she doesn't have a driver's license. And then when she gets a driver's license, we'll get a car for her. But um, basically, I got an old scooter off my brother. And thank you for that, by the way. Like it actually really worked out good for me and my and Rona. But I'll show you the scooter. What I've got to do with it. Uh, do we have the swapping of the camera? Does it let you do that? Of course not. Why would it do that? I'm sure. I thought that these. Hang on. No. Take a photo of my face. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, technology. Bad technology. All right, I'll do the best I can with what I can do here. Okay, so this is the scooter. It's a 2004 ET2. So it's a two-stroke. You can see some of the things I've already done is I put a grocery box on the back. I've got to secure that a bit better. I'm not overly happy with that. It's not perfect, so I'm not happy. I have fixed the glove compartment of these things. Of course, it doesn't want to. Oh, I know why. Yeah, the reason why it's not unlocked is because I've locked the front wheel. So, yeah, but that does work. I can show you later how I fixed that if you're having issue with that. That's a common problem with these. Me and my mate, we fixed it, so it won't break now. Right, so let's have a look. So scooters are pretty simple. What you'll notice, unfortunately, is some leaking. Got a solution for that. I'll show you in a minute. That came up after I'd done these fixes. So basically been going through the thing and just fixing everything that needs fixing. Not a lot, but it's just fiddly little annoying jobs. So what I'm going to be doing is to fix that leaking issues, I'm going to be replacing all these pipes and tubes. So basically that should be fine. There shouldn't be leaking after that. I think it's leaking from this this bit here, which is over there, that bit there, but I can't be sure. So I'm just going to replace the hoses. A lot of these videos I've seen with guys that are experts at these things, they just say just replace the hoses. They're not worth struggling with. So just, yeah, so that's probably what I'll be doing. That's what I'll be doing on the my days off. I can't do it today. I've got work tonight, so yeah. So basically I've got the Poloni high speed variator for it, because they're not very fast. Yeah, they're not very fast. I think this thing, I've been told, can do about 60k. I don't know about that. The speedo don't work. But at the moment, I do have a part coming in to fix that. So that's what that part looks like there. So that's that variator part that basically just goes on top there, and you put your weights. You'll put your weights in there. I believe that's the tube that controls the variation. And the other cool part I got recently is, because they're a bit gutless, I've got the what's the brand called? It's Massoloni, or hang on, Malosi 70cc replica head. This is the one that a lot of these guys had recommended for this particular scooter, and this will hopefully give it a bit more torque so it can go up and down hills not bad. I do have a Yazuni R exhaust for it as well, and I've got some should be a jet kit for it, so I can because I can't put all the motor parts on it without upgrading the carburetor, because it doesn't need a big upgrade, it just needs a jet upgrade. Otherwise, the carburetor's not going to be able to handle the new piston. It will just basically just be running lean all the time. So for the problem that I've got with it at the moment, so I've got some hose, some fuel line hose. I believe this should work. I'm going to change it to rubber. I got a spare vacuum hose there. I thought if I got the wrong size, I can, I got some gearbox oil, and I got some actual proper hose clamps, because they, all these things tend to, basically, they've just got these silly little clips on there, the little push clips, and they always fail, those things. They're just rubbish. If you ever get a motor engine, a vehicle, and it's got the clips, replace the clips with hose clamps, and you'll save yourself a lot of pain. It's very common for these Vespas I've seen to have these leaks. So I suppose I'm glad that it's decided to show its ugly head on that now, so I can deal with it now before the missus gets here. I want to have this thing 100% when she gets here. I want it to be really good, really safe to ride. She doesn't even know how to ride it, so I'll teach her. That's all right. That'll be fun for me. So I don't mind. It's actually, look, as a non-scooter person, I was not a scooter person at all. I got to say, riding that thing around, testing it out to see what needs to be done on it, a lot of fun. It's a fun thing to ride, a lot of fun. Actually show you one of the other things I want to fix, is the, see how that rear brake goes in quite a bit? Yeah, I'd rather it was more like this front brake. So the front brake's like that. So, but there's no adjustment up the top here. You can't adjust it up here. The only adjusting point is down here. And I believe what the real problem is that the drum is probably worn down a bit. So I need to be able to get in there and adjust the drum itself, adjust the drum brake itself. There should be a little rotating knob there. You get a screwdriver and go and click it until you get it in the right spot. That usually corrects that type of thing, and then basically the next time you squeeze it, you don't have to travel so far for it to make contact with the metal surface. They're not overly complicated, these engines. Am I going to be doing some of this stuff myself? No, I'm not. Simply because I don't have the skills. I'm not Tavarish. I don't have the skills to do it, I'm afraid. Like, I want to replace the wheel bearings. I don't have the tools. It's cheaper and easier for me to just take it to the mechanic and get him to do that, because it'll get done right. It'll get done right, and I don't have to stress about it. So making sure this component here is correct is highly important. If this piston is lined up wrong in any way, it'll break the piston. And, it's an expensive part. I would rather it all done right. I don't have the skills to get that perfect. I could probably install it. I've seen the videos. They're not that complicated. I probably could install it. Worst case scenario, I do it myself. Maybe I film it to show you how bad it is. Yeah, but it's one of those things. Look, you just got to make sure all these components are lined up properly and everything's right. But rather than use my 20, 30-year-old knowledge on engines, which I'm not that bad, but it's been a long time, and I'd rather some things are just done right. So doing little jobs like changing hoses and things like that, or changing gearbox oil, yeah, it's a bit fiddly for me and it's annoying, and it's definitely probably a challenge and a Ben-Hur job, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, and if you're wondering what a Ben-Hur job is, most people will tell you that most jobs always end up being bigger than Ben-Hur, because Ben-Hur used to be the most expensive movie in the world. So if you don't know what that reference is, that's what the reference is. It's basically, it goes from a little job to a what on earth am I doing with myself job. Yeah, but look, I want to get what I can get done, because at least the mechanic has to do better. So that's why I can do some of these jobs, and that's my plan. And getting like this last parts, like the engine parts and that, like I can probably I can probably do the variator myself. So that's probably what I'll do. I don't think it'll be overly hard. I got a new socket set because my old one, I'll show you in a minute, is like, so this is a new socket set. It's nice actually. This one comes with a lifetime warranty. That's why I got this one. And look at all these nice parts. They're nice. So, and it comes with this nice metal box. So that'll last. That's a lifetime tool. So that's fine. That's good. I can justify spending that because I'll use it all the time. This is my old one, right? I think it's like a $5 or $10 one, but that's all I needed for the time. So I had no reason to upgrade it. So it was one of those things that it's sort of like, well, it does the job. It's not great. It's cheap. It's nasty, but it does the job. Most of my tools are only like $5 or $10 tools. Like, it's just stuff you're like, oh, I see that, $5 or $10, nice. Yeah, and I do like working with my hands. It's just something that I've always enjoyed doing. But yeah, this job, this whole scooter project scooter is turned out to be a lot bigger the job than I thought. But once I'm done, it's going to be like a brand new scooter. Like you'll get on it and you'll think, wow, this thing's actually pretty decent. Like you'll be able to go up a hill. I'm hoping Project Scooter, or as Rona named it, Booty the Scooter, I'm hoping that it will be able to do about 80 Ks. That's like the same speed as a postie bike. If it can do the same speed as a postie bike, I would say good enough. And to be honest, with the size of the wheels on those things, I don't think you'd really want to be going any faster than that anyway. I think it'd be a bit dodge. I'd be like, no. I think that's getting a bit hairy there. I don't think you'd want to be doing that. The wheels just aren't that big. Yeah. But look, it's just basically fixing a lot of old problems that have just probably developed and no one's had the money all the time to put into it. So that's what I'm doing. And the reason why is because it's for my fiance/wife. So, of course, I'm going to make sure it's, you know what I mean? Like, if it was for me, I'd probably go, but because it's for her, yeah, I want to make sure it's 100%. So, I'm looking forward to this project. Yeah, I've got wheel bearings, new belt. So, I'm not going to do the clutch until I get the new belt because what's the point of pulling it apart twice? The main job this week will be the hoses, and the gearbox, and yeah, just I think there's an air filter, right? The forced air ram air filter thingy. I have to clean that out, but that's a quick, easy job. That's not a big thing. I think it's like 4 bolts holding it on there. I don't think there's that much. Yeah. Anyway, there's a bit of work to do on it. It's getting there. I've done quite a bit on it already. I've tuned the carburetors. It's running right to my knowledge. I think once I replace these hoses, it's going to run a little better. And I've been just fixing it. So hopefully I'll have some updated videos. It will be really good when I'm done. It's going to be like it'll look new, like it's going to be like, I'm going to repaint it. I really just hope that my fiance does not want me to paint it Barbie pink. I mean, if she wants me to do that, I will do that for her. Although I think it'll look ridiculous, but I think if I left some black parts on it, it probably wouldn't look that bad. But, I mean, it would look ridiculous. My mate keeps trying to say I'm going to talk her into making it Barbie pink. Please don't make it Barbie pink. Look, if that's what she wanted, I would do it, but it would look ridiculous. Anyway, peace out, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give you updates as I go. I'm just waiting for parts to come in. Like when they come in, we're going to make some big changes with it. So, yeah, and then it'll be like a brand new scooter, and it'll be quite quick actually. Because it will have the Uzuni R exhaust, it'll have the new jets on the carburetor, it will have the new gearbox components. That will make it run better and more smoother and extract the power a lot better. It'll have the bigger piston for more torque. Yeah, it'll just be overall, it'll just be a much better driving scooter. Like you'll be able to, I don't think you'd have a problem with it in traffic. I think it would actually keep up with traffic reasonably well. That's basically what I'm going for with it, and being able to get up hills and whatnot without going like, and you're sitting there like, oh, there goes my power. But anyway, look, it is what it is with them. All I can say is, if you haven't really ridden one, they're actually a lot of fun. So if you get the opportunity to ride one, definitely, they're good fun. They're good fun. And you don't need to get a new one, just get an old one. Just get an old one. Well, what's the point of spending big money on something you're only just going to have some fun with? So, yeah, peace.